Welcome. In front of me is a Nokia 4.2, and today I'll show you how to set up and enable the Do Not Disturb mode. So to get started, you can pull down the notification panel where you'll find the Do Not Disturb toggle right here. So you can either tap on it and it will be enabled automatically as it is right now with whatever the default settings are set. And if you want to customize it, you can hold it and take you to the settings of it, from where you will actually have a little bit more control over how it works. And you also can set up a schedule for it. So let's start with behavior. So you have sounds and vibration. You have option to either mute, alarm, media, touch sounds when the Do Not Disturb mode is active. The notifications have no sounds from notification, no visible or sound. So this is basically you can't even see them. Or custom, where you get to customize it further. So you can see there is a bunch of toggles right here. So choose whichever one suits you. Then you have exceptions. This basically allows you to switch or set up what is like excluded from the Do Not Disturb mode. So when it's active as it is right now, as you can see, at this moment for the calls, allow calls from steered contacts only. So this will mean that it only allows contacts from basically favorite contacts. And you can change it, for instance, to anybody. And well, that kind of defeats the purpose, because then even though Do Not Disturb mode is active, everybody can call me and reach me just as normally they would be. But you have also options for contacts only, so anybody who is added to your contact list, or none, which is just complete silence from everybody. So choose whichever one you want. And then you actually, if you're choosing, for instance, steered contacts, which are the favorite ones, you actually have to add them manually, as you can see right here, by adding them. And also you have another option right here, the toggle. This one works basically for all the calls. And what it allows you to do is when you have, for instance, whatever is set here that would normally block someone from calling you, you can set up that if this caller calls you twice within a 15-minute period, the second time they will actually be able to reach you. That is, as long as this is enabled. It's a fairly nice thing to have if you're expecting some kind of emergency, then the person is actually able to call you twice, and if they're fit in the 15-minute period, they actually can reach you no matter what your Do Not Disturb mode is set to. Although right here the 15 minutes seems a little bit long, certain devices have a way shorter one, like 5 or 3 minutes even, which would seem a little bit more fitting for an emergency situation. This just seems, for this 15 minute, I think some banks called me more often than 15 minutes, so that would basically not work. Then going back, you also have the same options for messages, so allow messages from, like you had the calls, anybody, contacts there, and none. So choose whichever one you like. Then you have the schedules. So you have a duration, which allows you to set up a period of time once you enable it for which it is in effect. So you just tap on plus, like so. This is what it was set by me, basically when I turned it on. So it's the first one until I turn it off. But here you have also a countdown if you wish to, or ask every time. So what this will do, actually, let's just enable this. And if I now would disable it and enable it, it will actually ask me if I want to set it up until I turn it off or set up a period. So this is just a way for you to customize how it works if you tend to turn it on manually. And if you want to set it up as an automatic kind of thing, just so you don't have to interact with it at all, you can do that right here by the turn on automatically. And you can either use the sleep or event one, or just set up your own other rule. I'm just going to modify the sleep one. So number one, you want to turn it on so it turns on at those specific times. And then days. Choose whichever days you want it to be affected in. Now I'm going to change it up to be as a work Do Not Disturb mode, so whenever I'm at work, so the phone doesn't ring up and disturb everybody. So I'm just going to exclude Saturday and Sunday because those days don't matter. And then start time. So I want to start at 9. That's where I begin, and then I end at 5, so let's put that to 5 right here and tap on OK. And you also have this alarms can override end time. You can set it up or not, depending. This can be basically off, in my opinion. And now if you leave, the do not disturb mode will automatically turn on based on the schedule. So right now it's, as you can see, do not disturb mode sleeping. That's based on what it is called right here. So sleeping, but it automatically turns on because it's work time right now. And at 5 p.m. it will automatically turn off and go back to normal, and then the next day when I come back it will turn on again by itself, so I don't have to do anything with it anymore. But this is how you would enable, set it, and set up the do not disturb mode. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.